Hi everybody. Hopefully I'm live. Just waiting to see it coming up on the other TV. Hope you're all having a great weekend and a great Memorial Day. I see there's a few on here already. Has it gone live, guys? Don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm live or not. Cool. Looks like I am live. So, thank you for joining me tonight, guys. And just switch this off. Switch this one off. So with it being Memorial Day, I just want to start off by saying I haven't been here that long, so I haven't been here for a huge amount of Memorial Days. But just to say that obviously the only reason we're here and we got our freedoms is what people have given up and lost their lives. And I just wanted to say thanks to them and praise to their families. And hopefully we're not going to lose too many more people in any of these wars that everything keeps popping up. So I just wanted to start the stream tonight by just saying that. Thanks for everybody for joining us. I was going to do tonight a stream on the 21st century neck cutting lathe, but realizing it was Memorial Day, I didn't expect to have a huge amount of people on here tonight. So I decided to go with some dies and some problems I was having with some of my cast and powder coated bullets. I was going to run through the problems I'm having with them and how we're going to rectify them. So we're going to be running through that tonight, guys. So hopefully it won't be too boring for you guys. It'll be interesting and you can pick up some bits and pieces. So let's see. So Gene Reloaded from the Hot Pot was first on. Viejo Walter joined us. Elliot from AR Guns 1776 is with us. Andy 79Z28 is with us. Tactical Fud has joined us. Good evening, guys. Really appreciate you all jumping on. I think Andy's going to be retiring for the night. It's getting late for him, so I think I saw a thing popping up saying he's might be going to bed. See who else has joined us. Tactical Fud, CW with us. Good to see you. Brutal Bob. Hi, Bob. Glad you could join us. Bobby Barlow's with us. G23, good to see you, G. Just scrolling down, see if anybody else has jumped on here. You guys are all chatting. And Shane Boyle, good to see you, Shane. So I've been listening to some of the streams coming up, and obviously I think YouTube have tightened up a little bit. And I didn't realize, I might be right or wrong here, but are we not allowed to put links in the descriptions anymore to link over to our Rumble accounts or to things we're showing on our videos and things? Are they clamping down on us putting links in there now? If anybody can answer that, that'd be great. It's just I've seen a couple of people mentioning it, and before I do anything that might jeopardize anything, I'd like to know are we allowed to do it? Oh, Gene, so when did they stop that, Gene? When did that one pop up? Because I hadn't seen that before. Just waiting to see if Gene was going to answer. So I've dropped a few videos. Hopefully my voice holds up, guys. I'm still struggling with this cough and cold that I picked up when I was on vacation. Just can't get it to clear. And Saturday night I was really croaky and lost my voice almost altogether, so I couldn't jump onto Hillbilly stream. Didn't want to go on there. So hopefully it'll hold up tonight. So Jean is saying on the new terms of service, so we can't put any links in. Video says we can't put clickable links to outside sites that feature contents that violates YouTube guidelines. Okay, that's good to know. It'll pop up on a small bar on your home screen. I'll have to have a look at that. It's weird. They're really clamping down on us in this community, and it's a shame because some of the stuff on YouTube is just way worse than what we're doing. Some of the things I'm seeing on YouTube, that have been up and running for a long time. There's loads of comments and things on them, and they're not just taking them down, and they're pretty nasty, and I just don't understand why they're not really targeting those as well. But I don't want to get into that too much. I just wanted to ask that question, just to figure out for myself, because I don't want to do nothing. I want to keep everything within the guidelines of everything. Okay. So again, guys, we're going to do a little draw tonight, and if any of you out there haven't, probably most of you subscribed, but I'm only 6 or 7 away from 600, and if I was going to manage to hit 600, I was going to do a second draw tonight, just something a little bit different from the normal if I could hit 600. So I'm pretty close to it. If it doesn't happen tonight, I'll do a little prize draw when it does happen, and I'll put some prizes up then. So tonight again, we just got the Macman 039 reloading sticker. I got some of these. It's hard to see, but it's you can see that it's a Springfield Armory, like a little white sticker with a flag on it. So I found some of those. So I got those. Again, still got the little pocket screwdrivers, magnetic top, little flat top. And I've got one left of the Mac beanies. I know we're getting into the hot weather. This is the last one I got now to give away, so I can give this one away tonight. Little Mac beanie. So all you need to go in, guys, hit hashtag Mac16, and that will get you in the draw. I don't know why this one hasn't popped up on the live tonight. Okay, it's up and running now. Yeah, so that'll get you in the draw. We'll do a little draw later on. And just for fun, like I said, if I manage to get a few more subscribers during the night, I'll do a second draw then as well. Chris from the 740 has joined us. Hi, Chris. Mark Thomas. How you doing, Mark? Good to see you. Hillbilly Up is with us. Okay. So I dropped a couple of videos today, guys. There's my CZ Shadow 2 Orange. I dropped a video on that today. It's just come back from the CZ custom shop, and they've cut the slide for me, mounted the red dot. They've done some trigger work on it. So I've done like a little video on that. So I dropped that one a little bit earlier. There's an unboxing video I dropped, some stuff I managed to find in my local gun shop. I managed to get an 8-pound tub of Varget, and I managed to pick up a couple of pound of IMR 4198 to do with another video I dropped, which is going to be a series on the 4570 loading from start to finish. So I'm going to do some with Varget, some with 4198. I've had some Hornady bullets in, so they're going to be some with Hornady bullets. And also I've got some molds that I'm going to cast some bullets up, and we're going to make some cast and powder coat bullets. So there's like a series started. So I dropped the introduction and part 1 of it today. So that's been dropped as well. So there's a few videos on there. So if you're interested in seeing the whole series, 4570 start to finish for the Marlin 1895 I just picked up. That's going to be the series I'm running at the moment. Tim McDowell, I think I'm pronouncing it right. Tim McDowell has joined us. Mrs. Hotshot's with us. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Okay, so like I said, I was going to do the 21st century lathe. I had some 308 brass, some new Starline 308 brass I've had. So I was going to do some neck trimming, neck cutting on that. But being this Memorial Day, and I know a lot of you might be with family and having parties, barbecues and things, so I'll leave that for another stream, another night. So I thought I'd go through this one because I never knew about these dies before speaking to Walter Viejo about it. So I didn't know about these cowboy dies. So we're going to talk about them tonight, and the reason I'm going to have to use these rather than the normal, the Redding dies I've got. So I'm going to try and show you on the dies, Redding dies first, the problem I'm getting, and then we'll set these dies up and we'll try going through and making sure that we're not having the same problem with the cowboy dies. I have to keep going back to my phone, guys, just to make sure I'm keeping up with everybody. Bubba's joined us. Hi, Bubba. Good to see you. Misty Mrs. Wayne is with us. Really great to see you all. Don't forget, hashtag Max16. And that'll get you in the draw. Okay, so the first set of dies I got in here, guys, are going to be the Redding dies. So I've got a decapper, incisor, an expander, a seater, and the crimper for 45 colt. So I've got some. These are just going to be dummy rounds we're making up tonight. So there's no primers in them, no powder involved, straightforward dummy rounds. I am wearing glasses, safety glasses. I know we're getting told to be a lot safer. So there's no powder involved, no primers, but I'm wearing safety glasses because I'm using the Roman machine, and I'm going to be careful with where I put my fingers when I'm pulling this ram and everything. It's got to be safe. That's one thing YouTube, I think, are clamping down on, to make sure what we are doing is safe procedures and everything, and we're not giving people wrong information. So I'm going to try and be as safe and as accurate as I can tonight. So the first die has already been set up with these Reddings. So I'm just going to show you. So we're just going to size it. Going to size it up. Obviously, there's no primer or powder. And then I got the second die. Then is the expander die. So I just want to make sure that it needs to go down just a touch more. Needs a little bit more again. Just a tiny bit more. Just nip that up. Okay, so it's flared down, opened up the case, and it's put a slight flare on it now, so I can sit the bullet on there. And then the next station, this is where I'm getting my problems. So let's put that in as square as I can. I'm going to bring that up into place. And I've seated it. So let me just show you these other ones as well. I've got some around here that might be a little bit better to see. Okay, so what's happening is when I'm seating the bullet, let me span out and try and get this focused in as best as I can. So when I'm seating the bullet, I don't know if you can see right there, it is scuffing the paint, the powder coat, right on the edge of the top. So on the top ring, as it's going into the seating die, and it'll do it in the crimping die as well, it's just taking the powder coat off. Hopefully you can see that, guys. It's really hard to get it to focus. But right on that edge, it's scuffing the paint off. And because these bullets are quite fat, I've got them there. I think I sized them to 0.453. And right on the top edge, they're scuffing, and they're scuffing the paint off. So I don't want to size them any lower, because 453 is what I need to set them up. And with these normal Redding dies, the actual diameter of the hole where the bullet is going up into is too small, and it's scuffing the paint off. So I was stuck here one day and I didn't know how to get around this. So there was 2 phone calls, one to CW and one to Walter. And Walter's, he's just a vast brain of knowledge. He just knows so much. Same with CW, they got so much knowledge between them. And I knew by getting hold of those guys, they were going to be able to help me out. Let me just check if there's any questions. Mark threw out a question as well. I was loading 44 yesterday, and at crimp, a tiny hair of brass was getting shaved off. Am I missing lube or too much crimp? If anybody can answer that question for Mark, if anybody's out there can pick up on that question and answer that question, that'll be great. Freedom Redbird has joined us. Good to see you. That's a new name I haven't seen before. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, hashtag Max16 will get you in the draw. Doug Thomas has joined us. So going back to this, guys, the answer I got from Walter was to go for the RCBS cowboy dies. So they make them in a few, I know they make them for 45 Colt. I think they make them for 44 mag, I believe. I think I've got a set here for 44 mag. And they do, obviously, they got them for 45-70, which I'll be using in the next series that we're doing. So we've got them here ready to go. These are all new, guys. I haven't used them. All I did was I just dropped them into the Redding earlier just to start them up. So with the sizing die, we can just bring it down. I got the arm all the way up, got it down. And obviously with the T7, most of us know we need to put a little bit of cam over, because the turret head does pivot a little bit on the T7 with a spring and ball in the back. So it's just a touch of cam over, doesn't need a lot. There we go. And then I can just nip that one up for now. And then we're going to do the same with the expander. Here we go. That one's down. And then the seat die can unscrew that out a little bit. I'll bring that one down. Okay, and that one's just on a little bit of cam over as well. I'm just going to nip that one up as well. There you go. And I'm just going to use the same. This one here has got the crimp on it. I've got to remember before I do that. So the seat die has got the crimp on it, and I don't want to do the crimp in that process. So what we're going to do is, let me just size one up. Bring it round to the seat die, because I don't want the crimp coming in touching it. So it's coming down there, and I can just feel that die wanting to start doing a little bit of a crimp. So there is where it's doing the crimp. So I'm going to turn it back 1/4 of a turn and then set my ring. Because I don't want the process crimping in that on that as I'm seating it. I want to do it on a separate process. Okay. So obviously in the first stage, we're going to go through and size it. The second one, I want to expand and put a slight flare on it as well. Let me just see if I can bring you in a bit here. So that's almost where it needs to be. A little touch more. And there's a little flare on there now. And with these cowboy dies, on the flare side, they give you they're giving you 2 of these expanders. This one's a 0.452, I believe. And then the other one is a 0.454. So it's 2 thou more. So I think I'm going to run with a 452. Seems to be okay. Just the flare needs to be just a touch more. If I'm doing this wrong, Walter, please jump in and let me know. Just having a quick look. Anybody else joined us? Ron Wayne is with us. Hi, Ron. Good to see you. Okay. So I think there's enough of a flare on that now. The bullet is sitting in there. So I'm going to take it to the next stage. I'm going to take this all the way up, and then I'm going to start seating. A little bit at a time. Just bringing that down to contact the top. Okay, we're there now. So now I'm going to start seating it. A little bit at a time. I'm coming up to that groove now. Take this down a little bit more. Okay, so I'm almost at the top of the groove. Okay, we're there or thereabouts, right at the top of the groove. And this has already been set. The crimp die has already been set from before. I just want to see if it's going to rub. So going round, it has just touched the paint again. So this die, this crimp die, I'm going to be in the same position using the red. And so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to run all my, load up all my bullets. Sorry about this. Load up all my bullets, and then I'm going to have to take this die and reset it to do the crimp, because with that bullet going up into that die, it's crimping it. So let's get another one. Let's start the process again. So the first one is sizing. Second one is putting the expander on it. That up. So that's expanded that up. Okay, and then I'm going to go through to the next one, the seater. Okay, let me just get back to these questions again, guys. Tommy Boy has joined us. Good to see you, Tommy. I'll show you that now. Let me just go back down here. So let me find the one with the rubbing on it so you can see it. The one you can see the easiest. Okay, I'm going to try and get in on here again so you can see. Okay. Can you just see right on the front there? You can just see right on that top edge. There, you can see it shining on the light. So it's taking the paint right off the top as it's entering into the, hopefully you can see that, Tommy Boy. There you go. So it's just scuffing the powder coat off the bullet, and the bullet is 0.453. So this is the one that I've just done now with the cowboy die. And it isn't quite as deep, but I've done it so you can see all the way around. All the powder coat is intact. There you go. So you can see the difference. It's hard to see with this one, not especially the camera, but you can just about catch it with the light catching. You can just see there, the light is catching it right there, right on that top edge. So it's doing that in the Redding seating die and the Redding sorry, just having a drink, guys. I'm struggling with my throat here a bit. So it's doing it with the Redding seated die and the Redding crimp die. So on both those, obviously the diameter going into the bottom of the die is a little bit smaller, and it's scuffing the paint off. Leo saying we used to be able to get cowboy seated dies separately. If you can find one, you can set it up and use it for doing the crimp. I'm keeping an eye on eBay and places like that. I'm trying to find one so I won't have to adjust them. Once it's set up, they're set up, and I can put the seater crimper in there, and it's ready to go. Tommy's saying, pull a bullet, see if it's on the bearing surface. Yeah, I pulled one. Let me just see if I can find it. So Tommy Boy asked me to pull to pull a bullet so you can see if it's on the bearing surface. So I did do that. So let me just show you this then, Tommy, so you know. So this is one that I pulled. And you can see it pretty much taken the, especially there, look, it's taken the powder coat off. It's pushing it in, and it is actually taking it off, a lot of it all the way around. So I hope you can see that. The top part is where I just gripped it, but you can see actually on the rings, pretty much the 3 of them, especially there, look, it's taken the powder coat off all the surfaces. So, but now I've started using these cowboy dies. Hopefully I'll get rid of that problem. Hillbilly saying he doesn't like editing his videos, he just wants to put them out. Shane Boyle is there with us. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. So, after changing the live stream right at the end, guys, I got 20 on, and I didn't expect to have so many people on tonight with it being Memorial Day. I really appreciate you jumping on, and hopefully there's not a lot more to see, but this is what I just wanted to show, especially if anybody is going into loading with fatter cast bullets and they're having problems like I came across. I thought I was going to be stuck. I didn't know a way to get around it when I was thinking about it. And then, of course, Walter jumped in like he always does. Really helpful. And helped me sort it out. You know, so I'm just doing like what everybody does, Tommy. I use the round plastic containers. I put a tablespoon of powder in there. I warm the bullets up. The bullets aren't touched by hands once they come out of the, once I've cast them. I'm wearing gloves, so there's none of my oils off my fingers touching the bullets. So when I'm checking them, and then I'm going through, I warm them up. I put them on top of the oven while they're warming up. So I get a little bit of heat in them. Just change this over here so you can see that. So I heat them up, put them in the round container with a tablespoon of powder, turning them for about a minute and a half, and then they're coming out onto parchment paper. Again, I'm either using gloves or tweezers on them, lining them all up, and then I'm baking them at 400 degrees for 20 minutes, and then they're going straight in the quench in the cold water. So I'm having no issues with anything bar these fat bullets in these dies. And to be honest with you, when I'm seating the bullet, as the bullet goes up into the die, I can actually feel it dragging. As I'm pulling the arm down, I can feel it dragging. So I know that they're too fat for the bottom of that die. Let me just see. So the seater die is there. Yeah, so I can feel them. They're just, as they're going up into the die, they're dragging. So good to see you, Bubba. Bubba's off to work. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one, Bubba. Tommy says it looks like the powder isn't not baked enough. Well, I'm doing the slam test with them on the vise as well. Let me just see if I can do that now. Let's test one out. I'm just gonna So I've just done a hammer test on one of these bullets, and you can see, apart from where I caught it and it slipped off the vise, that powder coat is holding up pretty well on a hammer test. So you might be right, Tommy, you might not be, but it seems to be holding up, and I'm not having any issues with anything else. And when I shoot my normal rounds through anything, I'm not getting any leading on my barrels. So yeah, like Walter's saying, that he doesn't think it's the coating technique. He just thinks that the cowboy seated dies has a wider than standard dies, better for cast fat bullets. Tommy, I do check the temp to see if it's actually 400. So if you look here, I'm running a auxiliary gauge, a temperature gauge in there as well, Tommy. So so I know when it's set at 400, or it's just over 400 on the lever, and the gauge in there is really smack on 400. So yeah, I think that's right. I don't think there's a problem there. And he's saying, so Tommy does 20 minutes after the bullets look wet. So about 30 minutes total or more. So what I do with mine is I'm running mine at the 400 degrees. Obviously you open the door and you're losing heat. I drop the bullet straight in. So mine run for about 23 to 24 minutes. So it gives it 3 or 4 minutes to get that back up to 400 degrees to make sure I'm running at 400. And then, so it does run for about 23, 24 minutes. And GGW saying, when using Eastwood powder, I've noticed the directions say 450 degrees until flow, then 400 degrees for 20 minutes. In case the flow is usually 6 minutes, it turns down to 400. I've tried turning my temperature up to run them, and to be honest with you, I had huge. They all overheated, and it melted the alloy, and they all sort of sagged. So I can't take mine over 400 for some reason, because they just start to sag and they're ruined. Theo saying that the bullets at 0.453, the seating round is dragging on the side of the dice. Happens to me as well. So it's happening to Walter as well. And then Tommy saying, take a dowel rod and slit it to hold a piece of Scotch-Brite, then spin in the die to polish out the die. Again, that's another nice idea. I haven't done that. That might be something worth doing as well. GGW Outdoors has joined us. Hi, GG. Just making sure that I haven't missed anybody when I was reading all these things. So there you go, guys. So that's the issue I was getting. So if any of you guys are coming across and you're seeing that if you're using fatter bullets on some of the bigger rounds and they're rubbing the paint off, if they're available for that caliber, this is the way to go. So it's the RCBS Carbide Cowboy die set. So they do a few, they don't do a huge amount of calibers, but they do them for the ones that I'm struggling with. And then if you look here as well, you can tell the dies straight away. Look at the dies are black, and then they come with these nice gold lock rings on them as well. So they're easy to distinguish. You're not going to get mixed up using these with your normal dies. So like I said, on this setup I got my Redding up here where I'm having the problems with. Around here are the cowboy dies, which seem to be working great. Okay. So hopefully that'll sort it out for me. And if any of you guys are struggling with it as well, having the same issues, or if you're thinking of starting loading some of these bigger calipers with the fatter bullets, there is a way around it. Sorry, just let me bring this back around here. So just a quick reminder of the draw, guys. We do the draw in 5-10 minutes. So we got some stickers. I got the channel sticker, MacMan 039 Reloading. I got one of these Springfield Armory. You can just about see that there. Springfield Armory with a flag on it, a little white sticker there. Got the little screwdriver, magnetic base, pocket clip, flat screwdriver, great in the loading room. And I know we're getting hot, guys, but it's the last of the nice wool beanie hats. So I got one of those. So those are the 4 little things tonight. If any of you on here that haven't subscribed to me, jump in and subscribe, because if I can hit the 600 tonight, I'll do another little draw. If it doesn't happen tonight, I'll do it as soon as I hit it, probably the next day or so. I'll do a little stream, get you all to put a comment in, and I'll do a draw then for something else for just hitting the 600. Michael Dunn has joined us. Chad Kelly has joined us. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Let me just go down these comments again. Don't forget, hashtag Max16 to get you in the draw. We got 25 on. And for some reason, I'm showing 0 entries tonight. Why aren't I picking up any entries? Hashtag Max16. Okay, now they're dropping in, guys. So again, sorry if you, for some reason, it wasn't picking up on it. Just go back in and do hashtag Max16 again. And I'll give you another 10 minutes and we'll do the draw. For some reason, it wasn't counting them. So everybody, if you're still on, just go in, hashtag Max16 again, and it'll pick it up. Ron Wayne said something back here. I missed, did I? Oh, I never powder coat my own, but I like using ACME powder coated bullets, Ron was saying, and then Viejo dropped in saying ACME bullets are high-tech coated, different from powder coating. Yeah, I believe the bullets from Summit City are high-tech as well. Let me see if I got one here. So these ones are from Summit City, if you can see, but I believe these are high-tech bullets. So they're different to a powder coat. I believe they're a lot stronger, a lot harder. So that's a Summit City high-tech bullet. A little bit different, as Walter says. Go down and see if there's any. Tommy Boy, I run 0.454 with Lee dies and never had a problem. Something must have changed in the dimensions they're making them at now. Yeah, I don't run Lee dies, Tommy. Mine, the Redding ones, the ones where I was having the issues with, and obviously now I've gone to the RCBS. So Maybe the lead eyes have got a slightly wider neck as well, so they're not scuffing. Walter saying, yeah, Tommy boy, the older steel dies are usually good to go. Freedom Redbird says, nice stickers, cool hat too. Yeah, thank you, sir. Oh, I'm not sure if you're a man or a lady. It's just Freedom Redbird. Great for you to join on. Like I said, I give stickers away and these screwdrivers, and always find something else to give away on the show. So thanks for joining us. Phil Peterson Farms in Nashville has joined us. Been watching some of your videos. Really enjoying some of those videos you're putting out, Phil. Doug Thomas is there. Just make sure. Chad Kelly says he should be hitting 600 pretty soon as well. Yeah, let me have a look here. I'm at 596, so I've gone up 3 tonight, so we're only 4 away. So it's getting closer, guys. Really appreciate it, getting closer. And obviously Chad's getting up to 600 as well. That's great. Just go and see if there's anything else here. Ron Wayne. Might have already called some of you guys out. Tommy, I like that CZ in the background. Yeah, I started showing that a little bit earlier. Let me go in on it a bit more, Tommy. You can see it there. So this is my CZ Shadow 2 that I've had a little while. But it's just, I dropped a video today on it. It's just come back from the CZ custom shop. And I can't touch it. But if you go onto the video today, you can see I had the slide cut out so they could put the Trigicon SRO red dot on it. And I've had some work done. They've changed the trigger. They put a new firing pin in it, some new springs. Something changed for the reset. They've changed the hammer on the back. They've just done a whole trigger job. And it's on single action. We're at between 2.8 and 3 pounds. It's varying a little bit because I haven't shot this yet since it was rebuilt and there's grease and everything in there. So they already told me it's probably going to loosen up and maybe get a little bit softer as well once we fired it a little bit. But at the moment, it's running at around about 2.8, 2.9 on single action. And on double action, it was at 6.7 or 6.8 pounds on a double action. Obviously, a much longer pull on it. So, but I have dropped a video on that. If you want to go in and have a look, it's a little bit more in depth about it. But yeah, that's a fantastic pistol. And now that they've done the trigger on it, it feels amazing. It really does. Go. See if there's anything else here. Yeah, so I did, like I said, I've done quite a bit of work on that. Okay, there's another new face there, another new name. See if I can get this. It's Anon Omos. Anon Omos. Hopefully I'm not butchering that too much, but that's a new name. Everybody say hi to. I think it's Anon Omos. I think that's how you pronounce it. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And if you want to put in hashtag Max16, that'll get you in the draw. I'll be doing in a few minutes. And we've got a few little prizes to give away. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, jump in and subscribe, because once I hit 600, I'll be doing another draw. For the 600 subscribers. I think Ron Wayne is going. He's saying late to you all. I think he's leaving us. Thanks for joining us, Ron. James Pollard has jumped in. Hi, James. Good to see you. So Freedom Redbird. I am a woman. My name is Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you jumping on. There's a lot of these live streams out there. I'll run through them at the end, some of the other streams that you might want to jump on. And there's some really great channels on here. You can see them on there already. Oh, Chad saying, sorry, you should be hitting this soon. I'm sorry, Chad. I thought you meant you were there as well. Walter saying, yeah, he dropped a video today. James Pollard. Michael Dunn saying, congratulations, Mac Man. Chad. G23 says, lost 4 yesterday. Yeah, it's weird how it people unsubscribe and subscribe. I don't know why they do it, whether we say things or do things that upset people and they want to get out. I try and keep it all pretty PG. I try not to talk too much politics or bring anything like that into it. So I'm trying to keep it family friendly. So, but it's tough to do. Reloading from the hot pot says subbed to Freedom Redbird. As soon as I finish here tonight, I'm going to go in and I'll check it out, check out your channel. I'll get subbed up as well. Just going through, making sure I'm not missing anything, guys. And then we go ahead and we'll do the draw for tonight. Just going through, people are talking about the shotgun. Viejo says, thanks for introducing yourself, Brenda. We hope to see you around the live streams. Always, it's great to see new people jumping on. And if there's anything you can do to help, just send the questions out and we'll be there to help. And Tim McDowell is there as well. Okay, so I got 23 on and 14 entries. So it's what time are we? 52 minutes we've been running. So let's get in. I'm going to go in and share this screen, guys. Let's get this share screen. Okay, hopefully you can see that. I'm going to go in and do the draw. Good luck to everybody. Let's hit that draw button. There you go. Doug Thomas. Congratulations, Doug. I'm going to go in and I'm going to share. Let me go in and share my email. Just pull it off there a minute. I need to go into banners. There you go, Doug. There's my email address. I don't think I've got your details. Just double check. No, I haven't. So, Doug, there's my email. If you want to go in and send me your details, just send me name and address over, and I will get these posted out to you. So you've got the, let me unshare that screen. So what you've got is you've got the MacMan 039 logo sticker. We've got the Springfield Armory sticker for you. I got the little pocket screwdriver. It's got the belt, the pocket clip on it, magnet on the top, little flat screwdriver. It's got my name and telephone number on it as well with the Mac Tools logo. And then obviously you've got the little Mac Tools beanie hat, the little wool hat. So send that over to me, and I'll get them sent out during the week to you, and I'll store your details in my phone book. And next time you win, I can send them straight out to you. Viejo saying, Chad Kelly, I think you should do a dedicated series, how to develop your home shooting range. Yeah, if any of you guys haven't seen that, go on to Chad Kelly's page and there's a video on there. He walks around his personal shooting range he's got. It's in the woods and it's great. He's got different length ranges. I think he said he can get out to 600 or 700 yards on one range. He's got all these pistol ranges, shotgun ranges. I'm so envious of that, what he's got there. I'd love to be able to have somewhere on a property where I could just go and shoot like he does. So if you have a chance, check out Chad Kelly, and it's an awesome video. He's saying, I've had to rebuild it 2 times from when it gets flooded. Each time I make it better and more flood proof. Well, you've certainly got a great range out there, Chad. Really envious of you. Okay, so for some of the new guys that are on here, guys and girls are on here tonight. So on a Wednesday night, Chris from the 740, I think he's on at 7 or 8 Eastern. Chris from the 740 is a great show. He normally has about 8 or 9 panelists on there. A lot of good talking, a lot of good information, and also he does a lot of videos, reviewing guns, reviewing optics, lights, all sorts of stuff. So Chris has got a great channel out there. So he's on a Wednesday night. Thursday night you've got AR Gun 1776. I think he comes on at 8 Eastern. So he comes on a Thursday night. Also, Highboy does a stream on a Thursday night as well. So another great channel. I think it's 76, Highboy 76 or 76 Highboy. So great channel there. Friday night, you've got Georgia Shooting Connection. That comes on at 8 p.m. Eastern. Great panel. Jamie JH586 is on there. He's approaching his 1,000 subscribers. So any of you guys want to go on and subscribe to Jamie JH586, we're very close to hitting the 1,000 subscribers. And when he does that, he's going to have a 1,000 subscriber party, and we're going to do some nice giveaways. So he's on at 8 Eastern. And then as soon as he finishes, you've got Gizzard Gary, another great show. So he's on after the Georgia Shooting Connection. That's on a Friday night. Saturday, early evening, G23's got his show going on. And then I think 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern, Hillbilly Up is on. So another great show. And the last one is going to be the Scottish American. He's on a Sunday night. So there's some great shows, guys and girls. And also, if you just look up and down the side chat, there's a lot of channels on there. You've got Viejo, Chad Kelly, AR Guns, Reloading from the Hot Pot, Peterson Farms in Nashville. All great channels. Hillbilly Up is on there. I'm just trying to think. Run through some of these. GGW's got a channel. GGW Outdoors, G23. So there's plenty of good channels out there. Mark Thomas is another great channel. So if you have a chance to get on there, guys and girls, go and have a look. There's some really great channels. Yeah, at the moment, I'm going to have to sort that out, guys. At the moment, there's only G23 I've got on my channel as a mod. I will have to sort some more out. So because I tend to do my streams around a piece of equipment, I don't normally get time to get in there and put channels up. So I will get some more people up on as mods, and hopefully they can share these channels with you as well. GGW saying, don't forget Georgia Trapping and Fishing on a Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, another great channel. Really enjoy that one. Okay, we're coming up on the hour, guys. I don't want to keep you too long because, like I said, it is Memorial Day, and I'm going to go and cook some burgers on the barbecue now and some sausages and have a couple of beers, I think. And I hope you all do the same. Enjoy the rest of the day. Really appreciate you all jumping on. I hope you enjoyed the show. It was a little bit of a short one tonight, but I just wanted to run through some issues that I was having, which maybe you come across. And I think next Monday, if I have a chance, because I'm away for a couple of days, Saturday and Sunday, but if I'm back in time on Monday, I'm going to start doing the 21st century neck cutting lathe. So it's probably going to be over 2 streams. What I'll do first, but I'm going to get it all set up and we'll just go through and we'll do some neck cutting. And we'll show you how to do it, what I have to do to set it up and get it all done to do the neck cutting as a stream. And then probably the following week, we'll actually do a setup because it is quite complicated. Not complicated, it's quite long to set it up or do a caliber change. Say you're changing from a 30 cal to a 7mm mag. It takes a bit of time, so it'll probably take the whole hour to get it all set up. So you're not going to see much neck turning on it because I try and keep these streams to an hour. So hopefully next week I can get that 21st century lathe down and we'll do some neck cutting. I know a couple of people have asked about it, so we'll probably get that done next week. So again, thanks everybody for joining me. I really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day, and hopefully I'll see you on some streams during the week. Lucky enough, my voice held up. So we're going to catch you on the next. And thanks for all the new people joining us. I really appreciate you all jumping on, and hopefully you enjoyed it. So thanks everybody. Have a great night, and we'll catch you on the next.